I sold 4 homes this month just to prove it's not luck. Many new realtors don't understand how this business works actually. We are not in business of selling homes, and this is something I wish somebody told me when I got my real estate license. You're not in business of selling homes, you're in business of selling yourself. And how exactly do you do that? You do it by improving sales skills. And one of the best sales skills is just to understand that everything comes down to relationship. Speaking of relationships, I'm now standing in front of my listing that is going to be on the market soon. And this is one of the investors that I filmed a video with, and now he is giving me a couple properties a year to sell for him. So I never asked this guy for business, I was never pushy, but we built a relationship and I try to provide as much value as I can, and there we are. I found this deal off market. One of my friends that I also did a video with, he is mostly commercial guy, and he had this residential listing that he asked me, hey, do you want to co-list with me? And I just happened to have a buyer for this. The guy got this for 160 and he's gonna be flipping it, and I'm waiting to see inside. He's going to sell it for anywhere from 210 to 235, 240. We have to crunch the numbers still. But the point of the story is, once you get the momentum, once you meet as many people as you can possibly meet and you do the right things, the business will come to you. So this is why the failure rate in this industry is really high, because people just don't have patience to make relationships and to meet as many people as they can, because this does take time to take off. For example, 4 closings I had, 2 of them came after maybe 3 years of follow-up. So that means basically when I got my real estate license, I started talking to these people and now they wanted to sell, and everything compounded at the same time. So I'm trying to confirm they left a key here somewhere, so I'm just looking to see where it is. Let me see if the front door is maybe open. Alright, so they don't know where the key is. I gotta meet these people because we have a closing in 20 minutes and I'm like 10 minutes away. So I'll come back here to see what's the progress.
Yeah, I signed in, I paid in ban.
Yeah, are you close to now?
I ain't.
Okay, so I'm going to, we are not officially closed yet, but I'm going to give you, once we are closed, when I get the email, I'm just going to give you the lockbox combination. Is everything okay? Do you guys need anything else?
I don't know. Most like everything okay.
Yeah, perfect. It is very easy to call people that you never met and to schedule appointments. The follow-up is where you make your money, okay? A lot of people are going to quit if they get rejected, or if the prospect says no to them. They're going to get offended and they're going to back down. They're going to get rejected. You gotta pass that first no, because that's a reflex no. In sales, this is called pattern interrupt, because you gotta be different than anyone else. For example, if 20 agents calls one for sale by owner and they say, hey John, you know, you shouldn't be selling by yourself, you should hire me. What they're telling that person is, you're not correct, you shouldn't be selling by yourself. And the key part here is that nobody likes to be proven wrong, and it all boils down to making a relationship, and the way that your relationship starts should be on the right foot. So every time I'm reaching out to someone, I'm not trying to prove them wrong, I'm trying to come from a place of understanding, because if you bring value, the value will be brought to you. And that's what we are doing, and that's what every salesperson should be doing, is providing value. Nothing in return, just pure value. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing this basically for free, talking to camera, giving away tips. And some people may say, hey, you're training your competition. That's just not the way this works, okay? Because if new realtors are better trained, that means I'm going to have a better experience working with them and selling homes. We need to work together on improving the impression of what the word a real estate agent means today. Because when people think about real estate agents, they think about used car salesmen, and that shouldn't be that way. And that's what I'm trying to say to new agents. You make money in follow-up. You don't make money by making initial call. Because sometimes, and most of the times actually, people can feel that you're hungry, and that's not usually the good feeling for them. Because in their eyes, so many times, hungry means desperate. And you want to be hungry, but you don't want to be too pushy, because you're hungry for yourself only, if that makes sense. If you're hungry to help other people, then your presence should be humble. You should be very humble. And people who are really successful in this business, and I think in sales in general, they have that small piece of them that's really humble, and people are really attracted to that because we are being sold every day. Every day you open your cell phone, every second actually, when you open your cell phone, you're being sold on Facebook, you're being sold on social media. So people kind of built resistance, and the new way to sell anything to anyone is just being natural. Of course, you want to be genuine. So yeah, like I remember when I had 0 listings and 0 sales, I thought to myself, oh my god, it would be so great to sell at least 1 house a month. That would solve all of my problems. I would pay all of my bills because my average commission check is, let's say, 4 or 5,000, but it's never enough, I guess. This month, like I said, 4 or 5 closings I will have, and it just doesn't feel enough. And here's why: because 4 pending deals, it can happen that all of them fall apart at the same time. It's not likely to happen, but it did happen that 2 or 3 deals go south for some reason. Is that an inspection or financing? But they don't end up closing. For these 4 or 5, I really have a good feeling. But what I'm trying to say is that you need to have as many deals as you can at the same time, just so you can feel that financial security, because you're self-employed and you don't get paid unless the deal closes. Some people are self-employed, they have maybe construction company or they do different things and they know they will get paid, but in this business, if you do the work, it doesn't mean that you will get paid. And that's the reality that many people cannot face, many new agents cannot face. Like I said, it takes a lot of time to be consistent and just to deal with this emotional roller coaster. It just becomes another day in the business when a deal falls apart or when something bad happens. I made a video about how to manage your money as a realtor, and it wasn't always like that in the beginning. I wasn't making enough money. It's called money management, but if there is no money, you cannot manage it properly. I would make 5,000 and I would spend 7,000 a month, and then I would be 2,000 left with a credit card app, which is a bad thing, of course. The point of the story is you need deals, and the way you get deals is by creating relationships with people, by following up, by being the most genuine yourself, and by just learning sales skills that are applicable to today's market. So I just got a text. This guy, the investor that I'm taking the listing from, they cannot find the key. So I guess I'll have to wait another day to see the house. But yes, I have those 4 deals, and I also have 2 listings that I'm putting today on the market, and then next week I have 3 listings that I'm putting on the market. I have active buyers, I have a lot of things going on. This business became really fun, much more fun than it was when I first got my license. And to anyone watching this, if you are a new realtor or you're thinking about getting a real estate license, or the business isn't going for you, you're questioning yourself if this is right business for you, I'm here to tell you that probably it just takes time, and once you start seeing this momentum, it just feels much more encouraging to keep doing what you're doing. So right now I'm going to go home, pick a suit, my lucky appointment suit, get some food, of course. And then today I have 3 listing appointments, I have couple showings with buyers, and I have couple other things that I need to handle. And now I gotta make a call, and I'm using my iPhone to film because my camera died. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.